Now, currently, we are always searching for the same thing, and we get the same GIF every time. That's because right here it says Q equals potato, and we never change that. To make it so that we can type in whatever we want, you're going to have to add a little bit more HTML. Right above this button, I'm going to put a P tag and say enter a search term here. And I'm going to put an input with an ID equal to search. Now what this does is it allows us to type in to this input box, and we can get whatever is inside that input box, which will look like this right here. We can grab whatever's inside there by heading to our index.html and saying var search term is equal to document.querySelector. What did we name this input? It has an ID of search, so what do we put right here? Hashtag search, exactly. And then we say dot value, which will be the actual written text inside the input. Once you've done that, you can add it to the end by getting rid of that potato and going to the right and putting a plus sign after the comma and saying search terms. This will add on whatever we put inside the input to the end of the URL, allowing us to change what we search for every single time. Now, if you do this correctly, let me show you what it'll look like. You can come here, you can search, enter a search term, kitty, and click find GIF, and hopefully it'll find a kitty GIF. Nice. Give me another search term. Pandas. Here's some pandas. Pollo? Okay, pollo. Oh, there we go. So now we can type in whatever we want, and the GIF will appear on the page. Now that is getting really close to what we're trying to do. So let me go back to the code and I'll let you guys copy it right now. It's right here. So to conclude this little app tutorial, we now have the ability to search for whatever app we want or whatever GIF we want, and it'll pull it up here. But if we keep clicking it, it'll always give us the same GIF every time. We can't pick a random GIF yet. That's actually not that hard to do. All you need to do right here is we're always selecting the first GIF in the array of GIFs. Instead of selecting the first GIF, we're going to pick a random one. We're going to say var rand, which will be short for random number, is equal to math.floor, which will round down, math.random, which will pick a random number between 0 and 1, and we're going to multiply it by the array of gifs.length, and then use that random number between 0 and the length of the array to select the item. And if you do this, you should now get a random GIF every time you click that button. So if I hit save here, and I go back, and I keep clicking, find me a GIF, and I type in different things, I will get a different GIF probably just about every time you do it. So try it out, see if I'm right, keep clicking, and see if you get a different GIF. If you don't get a random GIF, check to see what you might have done wrong. But if you do this correctly, it should look something like this. If I type in pollo now, if I click refresh, let's go pollo, find a GIF. Oh, there we go, random GIF, find a GIF, different one, find a GIF. Oh, what? That is the biggest chicken I've ever seen. No, there's something wrong here. I don't know. That can't be real. Find a GIF. Find a GIF. Woo! So now we get random GIFs every time we click find a GIF. So that concludes this tutorial. We've now built out the entire Slack Giphy integration on our own. And it just shows you that if you know how to do it, you can put together pretty much anything you want using APIs. So I'll send you the code. If you have any questions, I'll come around and help you fix your apps right meow.